called home. Not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told. Swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home. Not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told. Swore they would feast one day on their bones. They took the form of a beast. 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 They're all gone now, so you better watch out. Reborn now, took a new form now. Straight beast underneath.
I am him, I am peak. My credentials, I am me. Better. Tell me another who better.
Hey guys, good morning. I didn't do my usual pills and shake video just because I was almost immediately outside today. I saw that it was raining, so I came out here right away to get a walk in. I'm gonna start jogging in just a second, and when I get back I'll make my usual videos. But good morning everybody. It's about probably 4 a.m. now. I hope you guys got a good day on the way. Alright guys, I just got back in from my jog. I'm going to take a quick cold shower. By the way, in the mornings, I haven't mentioned this, but I pretty much always take cold showers in the morning. But real quick, I'm going to do my vacuums, weigh myself, cold shower, and then all the usual stuff that makes me all pretty. Brush my teeth, shave, etc. And then I'm going to get back to work. All right, let's get the weight done. Looks like this is an excellent day to bring up how yesterday I only weighed 209 and yet today I'm 212, and that's just because of the large amount of carbohydrates I consumed yesterday, increasing my water weight, because one carb holds 4 parts water. Hey guys, sorry for looking a little spooky. It's probably just about 5 a.m. I'm out here in my hammock, which I took my blanket out to and a pillow. It's got the mosquito net around it, it's got a rain tarp over it, and it's quite comfortable in here. I just finished up my morning breath work in here. I did 3 different rounds of Wim Hof. Following that, I just meditated for about 5 minutes just to relax. Now I'm over here working on my new book. I like this book a lot, actually. Unfortunately, I should be done it in a day or two, but that's what you do, and you get another book. Let me know if you guys want me to start summarizing the books I'm reading for you guys in these videos. I can probably pretty easily do it in about a 5-minute summary. Today, I got a pretty busy day until about 6 p.m. and then my day tapers off a bit, except for one client. And so what I'm going to try to do today is hopefully take a break. So I'm going to have, again, about 3 or 4 hours to take a break. Now, I do have work to do in there. I have to write an article, I have marketing, I have a couple client plans I have to finalize. But I'm also going to try to show you some of the other fun stuff I do. I am considering reading you guys some of my poems. A lot of you don't know. On top of writing a lot, all kinds of different things, articles, children's books, scientific articles, and many other things, I also enjoy writing poetry. My poetry is inspirational and motivational, although, you know, it's personal poetry, so you guys might not like it. Maybe just skip that part of the video. I will warn you ahead of time. But anyways, I'm having a great morning. I'm really enjoying the rain out here. It's so relaxing, and I'm going to try not to fall asleep when I'm reading, hopefully. Sure. We've talked about diet a lot. Not extensively, but like, you know, you got the general idea. General idea being, we're going to switch our style of eating. We are no longer thinking, I'm going on a diet to lose weight. That is counterproductive thinking. Doesn't help anybody. And we don't want to do that. We do want to think, I'm going to start consuming a lot more protein, a lot less carbohydrates, a lot more healthy fat, and a lot less of everything processed. It doesn't matter what it is, but less processing. So we want vegetables, fruit, rice, meat, basically anything that's not really in a can or a bag, although nowadays that's not entirely true. But you kind of just, for general sakes purposes, you get the idea. Now, long story short, keeping it very simple, again, we're going to touch on a lot of other subjects, but for today, we're just going to explain it like this. Macronutrients, micronutrients. The only micronutrients we're going to be speaking about are amino acids. There's many different kinds of micronutrients. We're not going to get into it. Let's just talk about the amino acids. BCAAs, these are something that I drink all day long. A lot of my clients do as well. And then we have EACCs. Okay, so there's some confusion. Which one's better? What's the difference? Which one should I be taking? Is there a difference? So you were asking me about it earlier. So long story short, BCAAs are these three. Okay, so leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Okay, those three the body can make in small amounts. The issue is if you are performing high intense exercise, you're not making enough. Just like with creatine, if you're heavily intense exercise all days of the week, your creatine levels are going to be depleted. You would benefit from supplementing it. But anyways, EACCs are 9 amino acids, and these 9 cannot be produced by the body. These are needing to be digested, essentially. So we have to consume them to get them. So where would we be getting these BCAAs and EACCs? Where do we get them? We get them here. And this is why I told you not to worry about it too much, don't stress about it too much, because these are all things I've already have you eating anyways. So, lean meats, turkey, chicken, beef, you get the idea. Now, I'm saying lean meats does not need to be lean. We've discussed this. We like fat. Fat is good. Fat is our friend. Fat is healthy. We're going to get to it in a second. Fat, steak, bacon, butter. We like this stuff. This is good for you. There's a lot of confusion about cholesterol and some other things. Long story short, there is no such thing as high cholesterol or low cholesterol in any correlation with any form of health concern whatsoever. Just so you know. So, lean meats again. Turkey, chicken, you get the idea. Fish, you get the idea. Fish, salmon, cod, I mean, whatever. Just pick a fish.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you include like seafood, like shrimp and scallops and stuff
Yes,
like?
that's fish. Eggs. Okay? Eggs. Dairy, cheese, milk. You get the idea. Dairy products. Legumes. You probably don't eat too many. That's kind of a cultural thing, but I mean, you can. I don't really eat them either. No worries. You don't have to. It's one of those things. You don't have to eat them. It's just that you can get them from here. Quinoa, same thing. I don't eat it too much. A lot of people do. I just don't eat it that much. It's just not my thing. I can. Same thing with tofu. Not a big fan of tofu. A lot of people love tofu. I have issues with it. I don't like it. Nuts and seeds. I do eat a ton of nuts and seeds. Phrasing. But I do love nuts. Do love seeds. Delicious. The only thing, the caveat to that is typically when I see people eating nuts, they are eating nuts by the handful. So this is a bad idea because their nuts are extremely high calorie. So, moving on.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, does all that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Sometimes my nuts have like they're salted. Good, bad, and different.
Good.
Okay.
There is no problem with salt. Once again, you can eat as much salt as you could possibly consume. There is zero negative health correlation with it. Okay. Anybody who tells you different is an idiot.
Just making sure.
Excuse me. Macronutrients. Now, we've talked about macronutrients before. Most people have heard of their macros, tracking their macros, whatever nonsense that means. What it means, essentially, is protein, carbs, and fats. Those are your three macros or big nutrients you need to care about. Primary one you need to concern yourself with is protein. I want you eating a lot of protein. The reason I want you eating a lot of protein is A, all of the nutrients inside of the protein. B, protein is what is going to be literally responsible for repairing, rebuilding your body. On top of that, protein has a satiation effect. So it keeps you feeling full longer. So you actually feel full when you eat protein because it takes you a long time to digest it. Eat a steak and eat a pint of ice cream. You're going to be hungry half an hour after the ice cream. You're going to be hungry 3 hours after the steak. This is how it works. Also, we'll get to more about protein in a moment, but it has to do with chewing as well. We'll get to that later. Carbohydrates. Oh, one last thing to mention about protein. Protein, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. Okay, so very easy way to do the math. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. If you have 100 grams of protein, you have
100.
400 calories.
I mean 400. That's yeah.
Carbohydrates. Same thing as protein. It's 1 gram per 4 calories. So if I have 100 grams of carbohydrates, I have 400 calories. Carbohydrates are brain food, your brain's preferred source of fuel, not fat. You need carbs to have a functioning brain. Energy and fuel also for your muscles through glucose, basically. Glucose is the muscle's fuel. When you're getting tired and fatigued, a lot of that is basically just running out of gas or glucose. Glucose is your energy source. Long story short, once again, you gotta have protein. You have to have carbs if you want to be healthy. Keto, all of those diets, those are temporary diets. You cannot sustain that for a lengthy period of time and be healthy, not efficiently healthy. Fat. Fat is one of those things, again, 100% necessary. You got to consume fat. You have to consume a lot of fat, and it's got to be healthy fat. Fat is for energy, once again, and hormones. Hormone regulation, the actual development of your hormones, your estrogen, your progesterone, etc. Long story short, gotta have fats. We like healthy fats. Healthy fats would be things like nuts and seeds, avocados, bacon fat, butter, again, as previously mentioned, steak fat, chicken fat. These are all healthy fats. We like this. The reason we don't like things like vegetable fats, mixed fats, seed oil fats, anything you're going to find in a deep fryer, anything in a spray bottle, any salad dressing you're ever going to order, any of these things are horrendous for you. You don't want to consume them. This is the fat that destroys your body. Long story short, just a simple anecdote, you'll remember this. If you want to buy 1 cup of salad dressing, that 1 cup of salad dressing has got something called grapeseed oil in it. Grapeseed oil is actually rapeseed oil. They just put the G there to make it sound nicer, but it's rapeseed oil because it rapes your body. Remember that. So they'll take all these seeds that are left over from the winemaking process, from all kinds of different processes. They have all these leftover seeds. They'll take all these seeds and they'll crush them. And then they'll get this fat out of these seeds. Then they take this fat and they power machinery with it. And they lubricate gears with it. But then they had so many billions of extra barrels of it, they said, well, what could we do with this? Let's feed it to the people. So then they take regular household bleach, add that to it, bleach it so it has no flavor, and that's what deep fries your food. Now, to put it in perspective for you, that 1 cup that I mentioned is roughly 200,000 seeds. Does it sound like a human is supposed to be consuming 200,000 seeds worth of oil? No, you get the idea. So we don't like these things.
Stupid question.
Probably not, but what's up?
Okay, olive oil.
Yeah. See, that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Cold press.
Olive oil is a good thing because a thing of olive oil, like a cup of olive oil, that's probably 2 cups of olives. That's normal, that's good, that's a healthy oil. We like olive oil.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil, we like coconut oil.
Is it okay? Are there any other good oils?
I mean, there's a few of them, but yeah, generally speaking, if you're gonna cook, I would try to cook with bacon fat, butter, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil.
That's enough.
Butter. Did I say butter already, sir?
Yeah.
Butter. You can I cook with duck fat. I cook with ghee, clarified butter.
That's what I was gonna say,
It's all
ghee.
kinds of, yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. But just stay away from the seed oil, the vegetable oil mixes. But anyway, so moving forward, fiber. I want to address fiber next. So micros, we need to have those to kind of rebuild. You get the idea. Amino acids. Macros, we have to have these. We're going to speak more on these in just a moment. But we also have to address fiber. So fiber, you're going to be getting your fiber via your carbs. Because carbs are the only thing that's got fiber in them. There's no fiber in any protein. You get a steak, there's no fiber in there. There's muscle fibers, but there's no fiber. Now there's fat. Fat obviously doesn't have any fiber in it. You're not going to hold up a thing of butter and see fibers in there. So again, you got fiber in carbs. And again, we don't want to eat processed carbs. Just think anything in a package that's a processed carb.
Right.
We want fruits. We want vegetables. And we do not want to blend them. We want them whole. The problem is when you blend something, I'm just going to go over it briefly. The problem is when you blend something, you denature it, you're pre-macerating it. But long story short, take a banana, eat a banana. Regular old banana, no trouble, no worries. Body takes a banana, 100 calories, give or take, who knows what I don't know exactly what it is. But anyways, you ingest that. Insulin levels kind of slowly, nice and stable as you digest them over the next 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever it may be. All good. Take the same banana, add a little bit of water, blend it in a blender, chemically macerate it, drink that. Your body does not know the difference between that and a spoonful of white cane sugar. Makes no distinction between it. You've chemically altered that. You've destroyed the fiber.
Plus, you want your body to break it down as opposed to you breaking it.
So the reason for that is because if you chemically denature it and you blend it, you have removed the fiber, which means now your insulin is going to go through the roof because you're immediately ingesting it. The problem is the insulin. Well, one of the main problems, I should say, is the insulin spike. You always want your hormones, every hormone, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, insulin, doesn't matter what hormone it is, you want it to be a nice level hormone. You don't want spikes. Spikes are a bad thing. So anyways, long story short, just don't blend them. So just chop them, slice them thin, eat them raw, eat them cooked, julienne them, stir fry. I don't care what you do, but try not to blend them. Now, having a large diversity of fiber is very important for something called the microbiome. Now, this is the second brain. It should be called the first brain, but we found this one first. But anyway, so they'd say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach or whatever, man's love or something. His heart? I don't know, whatever.
Through his stomach. Not through his heart.
Well, we think more with our stomachs. But anyway, so it's basically the upper region of the lower intestine. And it is composed essentially of a lot of bacteria. More bacteria than you actually have cells in your body, by the way. Now, these bacteria are working really hard to keep you healthy. And they're doing that. They have direct control over your emotions, your mood, your hormonal production, your appetite, everything. And one of the main things to take away from this is these bacteria are your soldiers. And when you feed them unprocessed, healthy foods, vegetables and fruit, and a great diversity of them, they work for you. They're going to have a much healthier body. They're going to remove all this shit from your body that you don't need. They're going to kill all the bad bacteria. They're going to get you up and running as best way possible. But when you introduce processed foods, things like donuts, Twinkies, coffees, cakes, cookies, brownies, just things that are processed, those get reacted very differently in the microbiome. Produces an entirely different kind of, let's just call it, bacterial enemy. And now the body has these bacteria in there. They want to live. They want to survive too, just like the good bacteria as well. And they're fighting for it. And they're fighting by signaling to your brain, hey, human host, human body, go shove some more sugar in our throats so we can make more soldiers and take over this place. And that's why it's really hard, unless you correct your microbiome sometimes, to actually lose weight. Now, there's lots of ways to do this. In some extreme cases, I've actually had clients do colonic cleanses. I've had, I don't want to get into it, but one client actually had to do a fecal transplant, which is where they remove basically poop from somebody else and put it in you. It's pretty gross. But you have to have a healthy microbiome. It's very necessary, or you cannot be healthy. And that, of course, directly relates to what you are consuming. Now, just very briefly to mention this, when you take antibiotics of any kind, they destroy
your microbiome. So you must be very aware of that, because anytime you take antibiotics rather, you got to know that it kills everything, the good and the bad. So you have to be very careful with your food to repair your army, because otherwise you can take those antibiotics and suddenly you're gaining weight like crazy. And that's because you fucked up your balance and your microbiome. But anyways, moving forward, chewing your food. When we're eating, I mean, you probably heard this growing up. Chew your food, right? Yeah, I know. So, yeah, chew your food. Chew your food a lot. I don't want to get too much into it today. This is a lecture for another time. This is actually quite a comprehensive lecture about chewing. I know it sounds boring, I apologize. But literally just when you're eating, chew your food a lot. When you cook your protein, don't slice it really thin. Big chunks, chew those big chunks a lot. Vegetables, try to keep them, whole big pieces, not thin little pieces. Make sure you're chewing. It's very important for your breathing, your throat, your posture, releasing stem cells. I mean, there's many things involved with chewing that people don't think about. But anyway, so does all that make sense about the microbiome as well as the chewing? Cool. Now the last thing to talk about is real simple. It's just how you'll be eating. So for me and most people, I recommend eating something along the lines of 1 to 4 meals. And most people also throw in a protein shake or something like that as well to make protein amounts. Most people have a little bit of difficulty eating enough food, even I do. So what you're going to do is, if you are having 4 meals, which I presume you're going to do something along those lines, you're going to be focusing on how much food in each meal, specifically macros. So the primary portion of every meal is going to be your protein. All right, so we mostly want protein. We want to focus, we want to make sure we got at least 30 grams of protein per meal. 30 grams of protein, you have kind of a rough estimate of what that is. Don't worry about it. We're not measuring anything. I don't care. I got a chicken breast. I got a steak. I got a piece of fish. You get the idea. I got 6 meatballs. I get whatever it may be. You have a good idea that there's enough meat there. I got 2 burger patties. Just that's a good amount of meat. Then, next thing you're going to do is focus on your carbs. I need a new marker. Sorry, I need a new marker. Focus on your carbs. Carbs? How many carbs?
Did I want in a meal?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yes. 25%.
Sure, sounds good to me. So, no, that's fine. So again, we've been over this, but it's the beginning for you. It's the beginning.
Yeah, I love vegetables.
Everything is very general. So, by the way, for example, I might be saying, main portion is protein, say that's 2 chicken breasts. Well, your vegetables might be a salad. So your salad might be like this much of it, you know what I mean? But once all that's compacted, there's not a whole lot there. Your vegetable might be 3 pieces of watermelon and 2 cups of broccoli with cheese on it. I don't know, but that's going to take up a lot of the plate. This isn't about the plate, it's just the amounts, just so you understand.
Got some pain in their life, you can see it in their eyes. They're changing at night, underneath the dark skies. Forced to become something darker inside. You can feel the switch, feel the shift in the tide. They keep desiring something that's more inspiring. Their brains rewiring, old thoughts they start expiring. They're never tiring, no now they feel the fight in them. They feel the fire sweep, take over entirely. They feel it growing, it's showing the feelings. They keep overflowing, always stoking the fire. Adrenaline is overloading, hit the mat like a fighter. They never let up, never throwing, giving to their desires. No, they keep working on their focus. They feel the temperature rise, now there is no place to hide. You better dig deep inside and find anything, everything that you could ever need. Every breath that you breathe, dedicated to believe. Streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told. Swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told. Swore they would feast one day on their bones. With the form of a beast. They took the form of a beast. They took the form of a beast.
Alright guys, so I'm just taking a break. I'm eating my food, and I'm practicing a little knife throw while I'm chilling over here. Got the target up, little blanket behind it, and then a curtain behind that just to reduce ricochet and dampen impact. If I miss, probably gonna happen. Today I'm working on throwing with my non-dominant, both overhand and underhand. And I'm also working on no reload, which is where you hold multiple knives in one hand, keep most of them pinched with your bottom fingers, and then with either your index finger or if you're doing a hammer grip, your thumb, you'll be releasing the knife, letting it go before then releasing the next and the next in the line continuously. Now, it makes more sense to practice with my left and my right at the same time, so I'm practicing the no reload with my right and either underhand or overhand with my left. And the final thing I want to mention about practice is make sure that you're safe. You know, for example, don't do this unless you're wearing, good clothing, boots, protective shirt, eyewear, all that stuff. Don't do it in, your pajamas with tennis shoes on. It's a bad idea. Also, don't do it in a room full of mirrors. Also a very bad idea. So, I'm doing this. Doesn't mean you should be doing this. I've never gotten hurt throwing knives. Not to jinx myself. So, I guess I'm just lucky or cautious. But anyways, guys, take precautions if you want to start doing this. And if you guys want, I'll make some videos about some basic knife throwing stuff. I'm not a teacher of these kinds of things. I just teach a couple of friends who want to learn, that's all. But anyways, let's get into what a couple of minutes of practice looks like. I'll cut out all the complete duds, and I'll just show you the minor screw-ups and most of the hits. But I would say when I'm practicing like this, about 40% of the time the knives do not hit. Just so you guys are aware, that doesn't mean I'm going to show all of that crap. I have no problem admitting it, but nobody wants to see me miss a whole bunch. So I'll try to keep just the fun ones in here.
Life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top by vow. Yeah, I'm addicted to winning, if that's the sin I'm...
Hey guys, so I just finished eating and knife throwing. I'm about to take about a 20-minute nap here. Once I wake up, I'm going to do some breath work, take a walk, get some sun in my eyes. Well, probably not too much sun today because there's clouds out, but some sun. And then do one part of my leg workout, couple clients, and then do the second part of my leg workout after that. So it's kind of a split day just because it's convenient, so you guys will see what that looks like. And I got some more food, some marketing, and a bunch of other stuff going on today. I'll keep you updated. Alright guys, came to the park to do the first part of my legs just because it's such a nice day out. I figured I would do it in the rain. It's very enjoyable for me, relaxing. I got about half an hour, so the workout's got to be about 15 minutes, and then head on home for my next client. And then I got an online client after that, and then I'll do the second part of my legs following that, but I'll probably do it in my gym. And then following that, I got, more stuff to do. I want to finish up an article. I want to go marketing. I want to pass out a bunch of flyers and stuff, essentially, and see two friends while I'm at it to kind of talk business, talk shop. And then following that, I'll pick up some new fruit and vegetables and meat and stuff, and then cooking dinner. If I'm lucky, I want to start watching a documentary tonight. If I'm not lucky, I'll just end up cleaning the house and then doing my stretching, scheduling, self-reflection, all that stuff. So yeah, let's get to it.
No facts. Yeah. I never take doubt as a lesson. I never second guess it. Take negativity and reject it. I got my mind blind to rejection, so I'll be just fine. Don't be wasting any time with discretion. I run this campaign like I'm running an election. I pop this champagne like we're not in a recession. I feel no damn pain. Ibuprofen is a blessing. Feel it pumping through my veins. Got me feeling like I'm flexing, yeah. I'm in motion, I'm obsessive like the ocean, I'm relentless. No promotion, still progressing, overdosing on these lessons. And these words my only weapon, cut you deep, oh yeah, I threaten. Feel the heat and all the tension, need relief from this whole session. But I keep myself progressing, cause I creep around suppressants. I don't sleep enough, you guessed it, every second is a blessing. Got no time to be depressed, on this grind you always stress. So I work harder than the rest, that always said to do my best.
I don't ever doubt myself, I can count on no one else. And I do not need your help, I was told to show, not tell. I don't ever doubt myself, I can count on no one else. And I do not need your help, I was told to show, not tell. So watch me. So watch me.
Alright guys, so I just finished up with a couple clients real quick. I'm going to do the second part of my leg workout. This should, again, hopefully be pretty quick. I'm expecting about 7 or 8 minutes. And then I'm done legs for my day. Something you guys did not see me do was about 10 minutes of jump rope maybe. I forgot to film it. It wasn't straight through. It was like 2 minutes of break, 2 minutes of break, 2 minutes of break. I just did that to work on my calf tendons, a couple other things. So I didn't get that recorded, but you get the idea. Now I'm gonna do a second set of legs, take a shower, relax, and I'm marketing, I will go.
You got this, yeah, you got this, you gotta want it.
Life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must beware. Got 'em like, hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must beware. Got 'em like, hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must beware.
Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm in for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan. Yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes.
One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must beware. Got 'em like, hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared.
And so that's leg day. Looks like 7 minutes, I think. Okay guys, just real quick, I am watching some dry bar comedy while I'm eating 2 packets of brown sugar oatmeal. One of my favorite protein shakes again, I love this one. This is just as usual my BCAAs mixed with water hydration tablet, a little bit of iodine, just 1 drop. I got apples and peanut butter, oopsie, a couple fish oil pills, and another water because I'm gonna need it. A couple things to mention guys, just real quick. If you're not already, please, after you open your fish oil tabs or shrimp oil or whatever it is, refrigerate it. These are supposed to be refrigerated. On top of that, your supplements have an expiration date, and on top of that, research your supplements to make sure they're dosed appropriately, please. Next thing to mention real quick, lots of times when you guys think that you're hungry, you're actually just thirsty. So try drinking a little bit of water and the hunger will usually go away.
On that note as well, just a reminder, guys, if you're not sleeping adequately the night before, your ghrelin levels or your hunger hormone is going to be elevated the next day, making you crave carbohydrates, sugary foods, and stuff like that. So another very good reason to use your superpower, which is sleep. Ironically, the more you sleep, the healthier you are, the more time you have, and the more efficiently you perform, the smarter, more creative, stronger willpower, better human being you are, better mood regulation, the more you sleep. So just food for thought, guys.
Let's go. I got big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast right past anybody taking life for granted. Yeah, that's too bad. I'd be grateful for everything that I have. You only got this life, you don't get it back. Make the most of it, become the best that I can. Everybody look at me, I got a plan. You gotta work hard, play hard, do it from the start. Cause how you do anything is everything you start. Stay consistent and do it every day. Don't let fatigue get in your way. Cause 10% of something is better than nothing. You better do something if you wanna be something. I can feel my stomach rumbling, I'm hungry. Big things coming, I ain't bluffing, yeah. No, I don't wanna stay the same, yeah. So I keep pushing through the pain, yeah. That's the only way to make a change, yeah. So I fight every day and train, yeah. It'll all be worth it. One day it'll all be worth it. So I keep pushing through the pain, yeah. That's the only way to make a change, yeah.